Welcome to our YouTube channel. In this video, we'll embark on an exciting journey as we explore the burgeoning ties between China and Saudi Arabia. Beyond their traditional oil-centric relationship, these two nations are now venturing into new territories, from cutting-edge AI technologies to the sweet indulgence of dates. However, as they embrace this new era of cooperation, various obstacles lie ahead. Cultural differences, talent acquisition, and government facilitation are just a few challenges that must be overcome to forge a successful partnership. Join us as we delve into the dynamic landscape of China-Saudi Arabia relations, uncovering the potential opportunities and complexities that lie ahead. Before we begin, make sure you like this video and hit the subscribe icon. Let's go! China and Saudi Arabia are forging stronger bonds, looking beyond oil to explore new opportunities in various sectors. One such sector is dates, and Saudi Arabian date exporter Omar Al Rafai recently made a significant journey to China. His aim was to introduce the traditional fruit to the vast Chinese market, recognizing the untapped potential for date consumption in the country. During a trade fair in Lanzhou, the capital city of China's Gansu province, Rafai expressed his optimism, recalling his previous visit to China 4 years ago that yielded no results. He acknowledged that China primarily associates Saudi Arabia with oil, but hoped to change that perception by showcasing the abundance of dates his country has to offer. Accompanied by a delegation led by the Saudi Arabian government, which included representatives from the investment and energy sector, Rafai was part of the 5-day Lanzhou Investment and Trade Fair in July. He noted the increased support and guidance from the Saudi government to boost business opportunities in China. The strengthening of ties between China and Saudi Arabia began with President Xi Jinping's state visit to Riyadh in December. Both nations have hailed their bilateral relations as being in the best stage ever, especially amid their strained relations with the United States. The visit resulted in the signing of investment agreements worth $50 billion and triggered a series of visits from Chinese businesses to Saudi Arabia. Moreover, a subsequent Arab-China business conference in Riyadh saw the signing of additional deals amounting to $10 billion, encompassing sectors such as technology, renewable energy, agriculture, real estate, minerals, logistics, tourism, and healthcare. In a significant move to enhance cooperation at the provincial level, the Gansu government, responding to Beijing's call, appointed Saudi Arabia as a guest co-host alongside Thailand for the annual Lanzhou Trade Fair. This decision aimed to further strengthen the ties between China and Saudi Arabia and explore mutually beneficial opportunities. During the fair's opening ceremony, ministers from both countries highlighted potential areas of collaboration, particularly in renewable energy and combating desertification, as both nations share similar arid landscapes. Saudi Arabia's Deputy Investment Minister, Saleh Ali Kabti, expressed enthusiasm and readiness to work with Chinese businesses interested in exploring the diverse opportunities within Saudi Arabia's borders. Kabti assured the audience that his country had taken steps to create a supportive environment for Chinese investors and businesses. He emphasized the eagerness to forge new pathways of cooperation, not just in Lanzhou, but throughout China. Saudi Arabia was especially keen on collaboration in technology, renewable energy, infrastructure development, and mining. Kabti stressed the importance of openness in their cooperation, inviting Chinese businesses to engage in technology transfer and establish mutually beneficial joint ventures. Learning from Chinese expertise and success stories in various sectors was also a priority for Saudi Arabia. The trade relationship between China and Saudi Arabia has been robust for over a decade, primarily driven by energy shipments. Saudi Arabia has been China's largest trading partner in the Middle East since 2001, while China has held the position of Saudi Arabia's largest trading partner. The bilateral trade volume exceeded $106 billion in 2022, marking a notable 30% increase from the previous year, as reported by both governments. This strengthened partnerships and growing trade volume reflected the commitment of both nations to explore and seize new opportunities beyond the realm of oil. With mutual interests in renewable energy, technology exchange, and infrastructure development, China and Saudi Arabia were poised to forego deeper and more prosperous cooperation in the years to come. The Lanzhou Trade Fair served as a platform to foster meaningful partnerships and collaborations that could pave the way for sustainable economic growth and development for both countries. Vincent Yan, the Greater China CEO of Ajlan & Bros Holding Group, one of Riyadh's largest conglomerates, highlighted the strong signals from both governments that have sparked soaring interest from the private sector and state-owned companies alike. Ajlan & Bros Holding Group, since establishing offices in China in 2017, has successfully formed 9 joint ventures spanning various sectors, including artificial intelligence, fintech, healthcare, industrial manufacturing, and courier services. The technology industry remains a key focus for their investment, aligned with Riyadh's National Development Plan. The strengthening of ties between China and Saudi Arabia can be traced back to the visit of Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman in February 2019. During this visit, the two sides agreed to align China's Belt and Road Initiative with Salman's Vision 2030, an economic diversification blueprint emphasizing the need for innovation and modernization in an economy heavily reliant on petroleum revenue. The alignment has opened up new avenues for collaboration and economic reform beyond the oil sector. For China, which is the world's largest energy importer, Saudi Arabia has been a crucial supplier of oil, along with Russia. However, in recent years, Chinese firms have sought new and growing markets as the domestic economy faced a period of stagnation and slow recovery. Tech companies like Huawei Technology and Alibaba Cloud have found a welcoming environment in Riyadh, offering an alternative to facing increased scrutiny on security issues from Western countries. Additionally, Riyadh's state-owned Saudi Aramco, the world's top oil exporter, has announced 2 significant investment projects in China, totaling 50 billion won, US $7 billion. One of the projects involves the construction of a large refining and petrochemical plant in Panjin, Liaoning Province. The evolving economic relationship between China and Saudi Arabia signifies a strategic shift for both nations. While China seeks to diversify its energy supplier and explore new markets, Saudi Arabia is keen on economic transformation and embracing innovative industries. This partnership, fueled by mutual interests and cooperation, holds the potential to drive growth, technological advancement, and economic prosperity for both China and Saudi Arabia. Aramco is set to acquire a 10% stake in Rongsheng Petrochemical, a privately controlled refinery giant, for 24.6 billion yuan in another deal. However, despite the growing interest in cooperation and business between China and Saudi Arabia, there are challenges to overcome. Hisham al-Hajari, the vice president of Saudi Silk Road Industrial Services, highlighted cultural differences and the need for recruiting suitable local talent as obstacles to successful cooperation. Although some Chinese technology companies have ventured into Saudi Arabia, acquiring the right talent and ensuring a steady supply of raw materials for certain factories remains a challenge. Nevertheless, Hajari believes the issue can be resolved through increased communication and visits. One Saudi Arabian attendee at the fair in Lanzhou expressed concerns about the economic cooperation being heavily government-facilitated, making it difficult for small and medium-sized enterprises to enter each other's markets. The Chinese government's approval and support play a crucial role in success of business ventures, especially in sectors controlled by the state. Some individual traders, like data exporter Rifei and Chinese businessman Su Han, face challenges in finding suitable partners at the fair. The lack of large importing companies in Lanzhou posed a hurdle for them. However, there is still considerable interest from both sides to explore business opportunities in each other's markets, fueled by the positive narrative surrounding economic and political ties. Both Saudi Arabia and China possess unique demographic advantages that make their markets appealing. Saudi Arabia boasts a young population with significant purchasing power, making it an attractive market for various industries. Nevertheless, the lack of prior experience and understanding between the two sides creates confusion and uncertainty about how to proceed with cooperation. To this end, while there is growing interest in economic cooperation between China and Saudi Arabia, cultural differences, talent recruitment, government facilitation, and lack of familiarity pose challenges that need to be addressed. Increased communication and understanding will be key to unlocking the potential benefits and opportunities for both nations. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.